selector. Conduct selector 98.1. The voice of the people. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society
You are
for
the
Radio
voice of the
Democracy.
voiceless.
98.1,
You are the
simply
choice
the
of the
best.
voiceless.
Real. Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
For real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1.
Alright, stay tuned and continue for listening to Radio Democracy as we come to you live from New Englandville studio. We continue with more programs and out there for this blessed Wednesday morning until happening for the 5th of June 2019. Shortly, family and listeners, I'm out there. We will bring come to you with morning program. It's more news. Good Morning Salone. As we put everything in place, and shortly in time from now, the program Good Morning Salone will come up to you. Stay tuned and continue for listening to the morning programs then.
We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
For news, views, and
98.1.
entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio
believe in no
Democracy.
political party.
98.1, simply the best.
We have no region.
Radio Democracy,
We have no
the
tribe.
true voice of the people.
We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people. Our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1, simply the best.
From New Englandville studios, good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the program Good Morning Salone for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. One for big pardon because we start the program late, not due to some production issues or they get in the studio this morning. Today now Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. We where they bring the program come to you this Wednesday morning, Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. Inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salone, the manager for Matu Dondon Enterprise, Tambalebi, wey na the person wey been win the bid for come with the free quality education book them, where the president been promised, don confirm say e don bring about 12 million copy of different exercise book dem at the country. As Salone they join other country them for celebrate World Environment Day, the executive director for Climate Change Forum Network Salone, Amara Salami Kanu, don call on government for put more attention on climate change issue them. And inside the program this morning, Radio Democracy go talk to Augustine Geba Putan, where na the Intelligence Officer Compliance and Prevention Division, na the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Well, this and plenty other story them they na the program for you this morning. Plus the director for the African Transnational Justice Legacy Fund, Mahmoud Kamara, say the organization they expect civil society and community-based organization them where they give funding for the promote transitional justice and peace building process na the sub-region them. And Wakabot Sef, they na the program for you this morning. Members say you dey listen to we live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. If you want to be part of the program this morning, send your message to the number 077-981-981. 077-981-981 na the number for send your message. Or if you watch me on our Facebook page, send your comment on the issues them where we can discuss na the program this morning. Well, as you hear from one power headline story them today, we will talk to Augustine Gegba Putan, where na the Intelligence Officer Compliance, Prevention and Division, na the Financial Intelligence Unit. You can't talk about what in this unit they bought, what in they done they do, and safe how then they work for combat the issues of money laundering, terrorism and other bad crime them na Salone. Good morning, Mr. Putan, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, listeners. Thank you for having me.
All right, continue for the between at the studio. We'll join you shortly.
The first issue we look at inside the program this morning, na Usai, Monday, May 27 this year, the High Court Judge Justice Reginald Finn been discharged and freed the Salone Football Association SLAFA President Aisha Johansson and Secretary General Chris Kamara from corruption charged them where they made a TINAP trial for na the High Court. And this judgment shows say Aisha Johansson don't go back as president of SLAFA after in suspension for sake of the case we been getting a court. Well, now the Minister of Sport, Ibrahim Yelenke, don't call on Aisha Johansson and the football stakeholder them for work together for say them promote football at the country because it say government don't put plenty couple pan football business. Musa S. Kamara look inside all this and gonna reports.
We will try for bring the insert there, but we can out to studio guest winner Augustine Geba Putan, Compliance and Preventive Division and the Financial Intelligence Unit. Well, the Financial Intelligence Unit, they for monitor transaction them, for get information but money laundering suspect case them and safe activity them where terrorists they can finance, safe they can get report, but plenty couple where people can pass with na border area them. Well, Augustine Gegba Putan in the compliance and in the intelligence officer and the compliance and preventive division and the financial intelligence unit. They will tune at the studio this morning. Good morning one more time, Mr. Putan.
Yes, good morning, Karija.
All right. First, before we can look at the role and responsibility of the financial intelligence unit, for the benefit of people we don't know or we not ever hear about this particular unit, you can just start for explain when this unit come into existence and what's on our key roles and responsibilities.
Thank you very much. Listeners, the Financial Intelligence Unit now a body corporate where they established by an act of Parliament in 2012. Now a body where is responsible for coordinate the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing. The Financial Intelligence Unit be the first in 2005, be under the Bank of Sierra Leone, who began the first money laundering act. But 2007, we got the first mutual evaluation. One of the exceptions where the regional body, World Bank and JABA and the regional body, the Intergovernmental Action Group against money laundering and terrorist financing, now West Africa, now regional body dandy. Then join hands with World Bank and FATF now the Financial Action Task Force, and a global body we did for fight money laundering. So we then do we first mutual evaluation in 2007. then see say one of the exceptions we then raise that the financial intelligence unit FIU where they honor the Bank of Salone, you not going for do in work effectively if you not do on itself. So from that 2007 mutual evaluation we then do, so we be able for send message to stakeholders in the country for put modalities in place for move the FIU under the Bank of Salone where we did it in 2012, then pass the act. The act then it can be AMSCFT Act of 2012 where make the FI become autonomous. So from that 10 day to now, the financial intelligence don't move away. It did now we current location of 43 Wellington State. So now from 2012 we became autonomous by an act of parliament.
One of our key role now for monitor money laundering activity them.
We coordinate the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing. Let me make this point clear, because this is the one challenges we get. People don't feel for say now FIU no more for fight money laundering. No, FIU na body way government said for coordinate, because now me current director Mr. Mohammed Kenewi Kone. His own agenda is that I foresee how for collaborate, for coordinate, and also engage people and also do enforcement. Okay, because we don't want to go for fight money laundering. Currently, Khadija, we even go through at least we been 2007 we get mutual evaluation. Currently, starting to go through second round of mutual evaluation where they go for come the assessors they go for come for assess various stakeholders in the country. So not to FIU no more the fight money laundering. We now we coordinate, now we liaise with various institutions then for make sure say we fight money laundering and terrorist financing. Not to we per se now for do 100%.
So what's been the status of Salone at the first evaluation we may do?
The first evaluation we get series of problems. One of the challenge we get was that they make it very clear that we not get the laws will not be there. Okay. Plenty laws they don't be there for a lot of offenses people they commit. Now, so therefore, in 2012, when they make the act, we get about them count a lot of laws who get about 21 predicate offenses of money laundering. So not so like money laundering office self you get other offenses where you commit where you go lead to money laundering. Like you talk about drug trafficking, you talk about human smuggling, you talk about even corruption, tax evasion. Those are all some of the predicate offenses of money laundering. So when they do the first mutual evaluation, they notice say one we not even get the money laundering law we get not be criminalized money laundering. So and again, they see for say FIU no autonomous for do you work where you supposed to do. Okay, then like if you look at the banking sector, a lot of gaps in there. So they see for help for function effectively, then they impress on the government. Say then people there for let the help for do their rule, they need for move away for let them become autonomous, let them be independent. Okay, so that's how we can become autonomous and now within our own premises, and like I said, now like currently we're doing the second round of mutual evaluation. So the first round of mutual evaluation we then do, then basically we look at whether we get the laws. Okay, this second round of mutual evaluation, the one for look at two things. One, we get what you call the technical compliance, that is the law, whether the laws then this the second phase that they want to see the effectiveness, whether the laws will get, whether we apply the laws, whether the sanctions are then they proportionate or dissuasive.
Mr. Putan, for let people understand the proper role of the FIU when I for coordinate. First, let's look at the word money laundering.
Okay.
How common is crime being a Salone?
Firstly, I explain to you, I tell listeners what the meaning of money laundering. Okay, because a lot of people they misunderstand the concept. Now, basically, when we talk about money laundering, now where person don't gather money from them, that bad with them, then bad with them. Let's say one of the ways, let's say person don't go take people picking upline, you don't come, we don't go sell them in exchange of money, you don't come, it begin. So what did you do? You don't get that money from human smuggling. Okay, you don't smuggle up, you don't go sell them. Now you don't come, you don't get the money. What you want to do is that everybody sabi in the area say you don't get money. What you get for do? You pass on through a system that is like the bank system for make sure say in money become clean. Okay. So they can do them too. We get about 3 stages where people they can do. Then for let it become then dirty money there become clean. They do 2 placements. placement basically now when they put on the system, the banking system, for make sure say let people don't know say now it get that money the two dirty way. Then where you do placement, then at the end of the day begin do layering, begin move the money into different trenches. So because what you get is that like I be say the first mutual evaluation, like we not be get issues of treasury reporting. So after that mutual evaluation, the sequence will put into place for get treasury reporting. Now we law they say anybody where you go in a bank and do any transaction above 25 million euros, that person the financial institution, the banks then they report the person say this person don't do, like say if a career don't transfer money 25 million to Mabel, the bank automatically send that report to we online. Okay, if let's say a body for individual, like a body corporate transact money like 100 million to another entity, that report they can't we. So then it was not there. So most time them money on there. So then people when they do them bad thing, they when they don't get the money pan, then bad thing them. What they can do is that they know say if transfer money 25 million, then go no. If you make 100 million, go no. So what you go do, you begin move into then 10 million, 20 million as the case may be. Okay. Then after which the last stage na integration. You try to take the money, begin buy asset them. So I mean you don't go know. You go get
so na crime then down the way common na salon.
Well, one of the things where I want to make very clear is that the issues of money laundering is not too much common as salon as it is since when we get the AML Act of 2012. We don't only forget two major convictions. We don't get convictions. We don't go to law, na courts. We don't convict two people of money laundering and terrorist financing. But what the international body they do is that we get in the AML regime. Okay, what we get three pillars of AML regime. We get the prevention pillar, we get the detection pillar, and we get the control pillar. What the international body do is that they spend so much money on prevention pillar because the cost involved for do detection is very high, and also the control. So we don't want for wait for make sure say the thing happen too much, it be rampant. So now then we still concentrate on prevention. Okay, so we still try for make sure say we try to mitigate the act for let it not happen. But still, it's not too rampant and salon. From 2012 to date, now only two convictions we don't get.
Money laundering not too rampant in salon, but not to money laundering activities. They no more they coordinate. One day we get for do terrorist financing as well. Terrorist financing. How then this kind of crime come on a salon?
Well, basically, when we talk about, I want you to explain to people within terrorist financing. What about terrorist financing? Now, where you provide a support to the activities of a tourist, okay? It not necessarily means say now physical money you get for take for key person, okay? Any kind of support we could provide to a tourist for able to perpetrate in crime. Let's say a tourist don't can you decide for host and a host, okay? That you don't finance tourism. Tourist don't can you decide for say okay, me I'll give you direction. The tourist don't sabi, let's say you know sabi side FIU day. Then you give a direction say. Let's say from Radio Democracy, get direction how for which FIU. If they engage the person, it say now maybe direct time. Also, you say don't commit the crime of tourist financing. So basically, tourist financing now any assistance we have for provide to anybody to person for perpetrate a crime. Well, Salon we know we get a terrorist prevention regulation 2013. Okay, we know we get regulation, but me and you go attest say we're a peaceful nation, except around we neighbors. Recently we noticed about of Ivory Coast where tourists attack. Or me and you be notice say there was a year, was it 2013 or 14 where or 15 where we been get an alert from because they say would they send people in Somalia, would they send soldiers in Somalia where there's stories they say that they can't attack we. Okay, we see what's in the rampart how people are ready. So the government can get for spend so much money for make sure say for protect the country if the anything happen. But as it is from then we find out for say area of tourist financing we're not too much prone to it as a nation for now.
The issue we get for do with fraud, we also fall under responsibility. Exactly. Them. We don't see if you follow reports and we can come on a court, some can kind of say people they fraud, then comping them, and then issue then they all fall under responsibility. How serious the issue of fraud be in a salon as we talk?
No, the issue of fraud, maybe a very day in an increase, even at the bank the industry. What we can do is that most of the times we can do what we do with the financial intelligence unit, they do online, they do on-site inspection of all the banks in the country. Okay, so one of the things, one of the key area, one of the areas where we watch, where we do on-site inspection is that on-site inspection, where they go to the banks for see what they do. Okay, and thank God we run that department in the compliance and prevention. We all have been bankers, so we know what we need for check for who go to the banks. So fraud now one area we look at, and then over the years we notice say a beyond on the increase, but as we go year in year out on-site inspection, we notice say the rate at which fraud will occur, because when we see fraud, we give the risk implication and we recommend to the banks.
So how do they identify say this thing we don't be sooner fraud?
Maybe you find out for say we're not in the bank, but we take it happen based on transactions we happen, and all them banks themselves get then get an internal control they get internal control units, then get audit units where they can conduct their normal inspections. So most time which way we go, we can also look at their own audit reports and see, because you don't go be a refute way they play for yourself. Okay, they can do their own report, which they can go look and investigate further. So we want to say get an issue of fraud. What we can do is that we provide the risk implication of that fraud and we recommend. Okay, and most times the banks that can take a recommendation for insurance, for insurance for put a stop to that kind of fraud that for happen.
Most of the major activity the one the coordinator, according to you say not too rampant na Salone, like the money laundering, terrorist financing, another one them. Waiting exactly now the FIU they do for ensure say on put mechanism in place, like how them crime they are not too rampant, they not go people not bad people and not go start for them as a way of money making.
Well, like I will tell you, say, make the international body, they use so much resources for do. I tell you about the airman safety regime. Regime them, the compliance regime, that we get 3 regime. They always look at the prevention plan. So we don't want for wait until they don't have to wait until they can become rampant, and because the cost way involved for do detection or even do the control is so high, it's so huge that now it's much cheaper for do the prevention. Let me find out for say, like we said, like, last year the regional body Jaba been organized a money laundering and terrorist financing workshop for the maritime sector na Salone. Then come up with the regional body in Senegal, Jaba de Senegal, na the regional body for West Africa. So then see say based on typologies, they notice say there is money laundering can occur and terrorist can occur using the maritime sector. So they use that, then try based on the typology. They say, okay, we need for do a workshop na Sierra Leone. We call all our West African country for Can Salone. We do that workshop in November na Salone last year. We involve the maritime sector for make sure say for put what they need for put the mitigants what they need for put in place for ensure say let the acts not happen. That and basically now we try for do. Okay, we not say it, they happen, but the rate at which we people they say if it go high, high in a Salone. So then we try as best as well for go out there do sensitization. Like recently, last on the 27th of this of May, we get a press conference. Okay, we call all media houses. 98.1 was part of the press conference. Okay, for engage the press and tell them what we do, so that then say, because we know say engaging the press go for send information right down there, even down to my village na Yinga. Okay, so that even though when they listen to radio, they go say a body day where they in charge for money laundering and terrorist financing, and for same message say that then crime then activity na a crime, and if they engage you, the law go bet you tanga one.
All right, continue for the between the program. Augustine Gigba Putan, or they come back to you. We'll come back. Or they can look at the other offense system where they na the FIU as una get but 20 offense system. Continue for the all right. So continue for the between the program.
We look at other issues on the program as the free quality education program they continue for government and government assisted school them where the president be done promise and don't they carry on from where it starts at the academic year. The manager for the Matthew Dondo Enterprise, Tambalebi, when are the person we been win the bid for come with free quality education book them where the president been promised, don't say it don't bring but 12 million copy of different exercise book in Canada country. Forget the school picking them across the country. Well, the reporter Usman Kamara gets more on this and he gonna report.
Now close to 1 year now, where the President Julius Maada Bio been pull the free quality education program na do, as way for fulfill in campaign promise, where it be made to Salone people learn during the 2018 election.
The first phase of the free quality school education will consist of the following: school fee subsidy for all government and government-assisted pre-primary, primary, junior secondary, and senior secondary schools. NPSC, BECE, WAS, and NDQ examination fees for students attending government and government-assisted schools. Textbooks in the 4 core subjects of English language, mathematics, integrated science, and social studies. The package will include exercise books, pens, pencil, chalk, registers, and sport equipment.
That's not some of the thing them. We na exercise books, textbooks, pencil, and other thing them where the president me promise for Gito school picking them during the time where they pull the free quality education program na do. But from that time day to now, plenty people don't say they don't believe student school picker go get free textbook and other thing them. This being time, the person will be win the bid for come with 10 textbook here. We na Tambalebi say the reason for the delay are because the book them plenty.
On a young paper printing factory in China, they make the book. Well, first of all, because of the quantity so huge, the factories itself where I go, they say ever since you know get this kind of order from Africa, so that make it take the factory 3 months for produce and then 90 days. Till before then the loader we are talking about 100 days. Till before then they left reach China, from China to here, everybody knows say now 60 days container they take, so then bring the delay.
So almost totally, you get fuck with
about 71 containers.
Tambalebi, we na the manager for Matthew Dondo Enterprise carry on say now 6 different type book them it come with.
6 different types. You get number 4 rule 40 page, with 120 page, 2 million copies. You get number 4 rule 80 page, A4 size, 2 million copies. You get number 4 rule 40 page, 2 million copies. You get number 4 rule 40 page, 1A square, 2 million copies. 3D double line 40 page, 2 million copies. You get number 11 plain and rule 80 page, normal size, 2 million copies. All together na 12 million copies. Being a Sierra Leone man, they look at content policy oak and they tell the government thank you because they see say me na Salone.
Solomon Sundu na the executive director for Bianqui organization, when a civil society organization. He assured the public say they are civil society go continue for monitor this program so that school picking them go benefit from all waiting the president promised them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Salone
Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salone Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Ed-Salite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salone Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salone Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program is still a listener. Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Where they bring the program come to you this Wednesday morning. Mina Khadija Bangura
and Mabel Kaba.
We still get Augustine Putan na the studio. He come out from the Financial Intelligence Unit. There this morning they talk about them work and how then they help for combat money laundering, terrorist financing, and other bad crime them where they affect the country economy. Mr. Putan earlier we dey look at the different category of offense them where they na the FIU. We don't talk about money laundering, terrorist financing. Among the 21 category of offenses they wanna get, you get for
predicate offenses. Yeah.
you get for those bribery, corruption. Now look at the area of bribery. Not to secret say bribery they happen na salon, and mostly it happen na government institution them and law enforcement agency them. Wetin FIU they do in the area of combating bribery?
Like I tell you, say the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing, now we they coordinate, okay, and in that coordination, where we get intelligence, what we they do, like bribing and corruption, we find out for say na anti-corruption they take the lead. Even when we work, if we get any intelligence, who receive the intelligence, we do analysis and we disseminate. The work for do bribing and corruption, we pass and get anti-corruption. The work for do tax evasion, we send and give the National Revenue Authority. The way to do any other crimes, so we use the civilian police, because mind you, like,
so what thing now you work in this now for just identify beside them where
if we get
happen?
Yeah, what we could do is that if one thing where you need to know, a lot of people not report the incident, because the law is you say where they give the money to the person, you say don't commit a crime, okay, because you don't influence that public servant or civil servant, okay. But if you caught at the scene and the came for reports the issue, we like I said, we not to an investigative type of, not to a prosecutorial FIU. The FIU they now administrative type. When they receive information, we analyze the information and we disseminate to competent law enforcement agencies.
Which one are they receive the information from?
Well, they receive information from various stakeholders, them like the banking institution. Okay, we receive information. Let's say somebody don't commit a crime. Police go send information to we say they are one give we the financial record of this person. We get the mandates for go na the bank for request the bank there for provide all the information, in the banking sector for provide all the information regarding that particular suspect day. We get the information, we analyze them, we try for do we own report, and we recommend say we think say this person now so it transact. We then we recommend we send to the relevant law enforcement agency.
Which channel then we then can use for pass on the information then to
we get a memorandum of understanding with most of them agencies. Like I said, we current directorate headed by Mr. Mohamed Kone and Mrs. Armani Baby Harding. They get a proactive way of approach. We only for wait until the thing coming to go. Always go, like if we need information, like if the police are sent to we say want the financial information of this suspect, which we will notice say it on so thing, we can request to the banks there. We send formal request, 2 letters. We will send formal request. The approach of the director is that we don't go for sit down and wait until the time elapses. It is we go on the ground and get information we need. We get that information. Meanwhile, we self get a database where them banks I tell you just not say we get a currency transaction reports where person do transaction for 25 million, 100 million for body corporate, 25 million for individual. Then banks can send that report to we. So where the bank then send that report go to the host where they said we also check with database and see what you get on that particular suspect day. So they put all the financial analysis together, we analyze them, they will recommend we send to the send to we. Let's say if na police send to we CID, we analyze and send to the say, we do recommendations say na so if na about corruption, we analyze and send to anti-corruption. If na NRA regarding tax evasion, we analyze and send to NRA.
So how can handle issues we get to do with government officials and where people can allege that at times can use the country money, for example, for go buy shares. How do they handle their issues in there?
No, not to we if
not large amount of money, because if you don't say, for example, and take 25 million, they transfer to another account on the case, then kind of thing in there.
How if the issue can't to we, once they do that transfer, once they use the banking system, we can get a report, we can get an audit trail. Okay, so whenever an issue arise on that particular suspect day, then we can go now we database and try for check. We can get comprehensive report on that particular suspect day and try for profile. So we recommend say this person here, this sort of force you don't use the financial system this way and this way. We think say involved in this and this. Then we recommend to the relevant law enforcement agency.
You say some in most cases owner can need information them. Owner not can wait, let the bank send them to owner if it are urgent.
Yes.
Owner can go to the bank and get the information them. That clearly shows say owner not get like the technical expertise for on this particular unit, because in most cases outside these units they operate other country them. Then get their own technical expertise them. If they want certain information, they can just then at their office they request for them, then send them to them.
No, mind you, what you make I say we get FIU get trained and qualified staff. Okay, we are experts in money laundering. We are all trained. Okay, and if I for say everybody one way or other, they must expose you to trading. Okay, in and out of the country. So why would they go? Because if the information urgent, most of the time there's some but from financial institution banks and the way they don't send to them say, let's say you send a request to them for Monday, you say most time you can give them 2-3 days or say 5 days, say one time on Friday. Most times so they can send before even the Friday because of the working relation we'll get with them. Okay, the law is very clear about failing to report. Okay, the law is very clear. We get functions where are clearly outlined in section 13 of the MS Safety Act. Make it very clear that we can request an information for a financial institution and we get a minimum based on what we state say in the letter for say for produce. Failing to produce, we here for see how we go penalize you. We go take administrative actions against you. Okay, so we get a technical expertise for do we work. Why would they go on the ground? Why would they go on the ground? Is and I forget the information quickly because of the emergency of the information.
So if una get the technical expertise for do una work, why year in year out so they read the loss way NRA say then they lost couple through taxes to businesses where not agree for pay and taxes, and una as a unit they for monitor for ensure say people them when they do business we not can pay tax can want for hide under the activity of money laundry. Una able for identify them and send them to the relevant authority where they for take action.
Yes, in the area of taxes, what we can do on-site inspections. There's one area they would look at when our wire transfers. Okay, them businesses where people the way they send money out of this country, how when they come back. Because one for why would they check wire transfers? One for see whether there's no tax evasion, whether there's whether one for encourage capital flights. Okay, if money left this country, if one for know what that money left this country for. Okay, if you see one go buy goods, one for see the goods coming back to the country. Okay, so what they do the on-site inspection. Wire transfer in one area and we look at. So most of the time, if we see for say the person they don't they wire transfer and the person involved into business, the one way for deal with taxes, we make sure say we extract that part. Like I say, we get a working relationship with NRA. We have an MOU. Okay, we also get beside the one-on-one MOU get NRA. We also get multi-stakeholder MOU, interagency MOU. So what we decide to NRA for learn and take actions. NRA don't take actions in most of the incidents. Like currently. Like we say even send information to about our payments where somebody buy assets where it fail for provide for pay tax. We send it to them. The investigation currently ongoing. So we get our working relationship. When we see something, we think say they relate to their work. We do real work. We analyze. We send to them for let them take actions. Yeah. Okay. So there's that working relationship with NRA and other stakeholders.
You make mention of interest one can get, for example, where somebody they travel with large amounts of money.
Yes.
And I remember few months ago, the one latest one way una office and ONS with police, then we make an arrest so they may catch a foreigner with different currencies. What's it happen with that case?
That brings me to on Friday there was an amendment ongoing of the MS Safety Act, Section 68, which deals with currency declaration at what point of entering. Okay, that Lungi, Balamoya, Cambia, as the case may be. Now, on Friday, we don't amend that particular Section 68. Initially, what the law been say is that where you fail for declare upon conviction. Okay, they pay a fine of 10 million loans when an individual they bought a corporate 20 million loans. Now we don't amend the law. the law has been amended that if they travel large amount of money and you fail for declare, the law is very clear.
Like almost so when I refer to large amounts, so
Any amount above $10,000. Once they travel the money above $10,000, you need for declare. If you fail for declare, then they find one thing without money. Then we go to court. You are convicted. What they do is that the law is very clear. Section 68 don't be amended that you go forfeit the money. Initially, they pay a fine of 10 million if you're an individual, or if you're a body corporate, 100 million, 20 million. But now we don't amend the law. Just on Friday, we be in a parliament for look at that section 68. The parliamentarians don't amend the law for anybody we fail for declare with travel money above $10,000. You fail for declare, you automatically upon conviction. Down the catch point there. Upon conviction, we notice say you fail for declare, and the conviction say yes, you don't commit a crime. That money they forfeit to the state.
So how about other business people where they do large businesses, because they don't want to go through all this declaration and all? Normally they can transfer the money them through bank transfer.
No, that is normal. If you transfer, normal you pay charges. So at the end of the way they pay charges, they charge the.
Hold on. When they do them bank transfer, normally when you reach at the country, you say they go buy goods, them you can just get it swift. Most time they're not able for pay them taxes. How are they able for identify them kind business people how they do such kind of transaction?
Okay, I tell you about this on wire transfers. Most time I come on a salon, most businesses then they transfer money, let's say in China, they send money before then they go. Once you transfer that money to a bank system, it attracts COT. They take charges on them. That through that charges the way the bank they take. What did they happen? The bank they pay tax to the government. Okay, you find out for say every interest where the bank they pay you as a customer, the bank you find out for say you always send message to you say GSC, it is sent to you say. So every income where the bank realize from a customer, it also pay tax on that income day. So now we encourage people to use the bank system, because when they use the bank system, naturally the government they get their own part of the share. Right. They pay automatically they pay tax.
Okay, continue for the between the program. Augustine Gegba Putan from the Financial Intelligence Unit. Quickly, will they take this commercial break? Will they come and continue with the program? Good Morning Salone.
Better don't come. Now Union Trust Bank again. Union Salone Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, that's a loan for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme, ide. We branch and they all love but not alone. Boko no kenema, we de. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we de. Jala free town loan sa, we de. And my 91, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank, that's a loan for me and you. Union Salone Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
8:16 at the time from the studio clock, and the program is still listening to our Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We look at other issues on the program. Every year, Salone they join other countries them the world for member World Environment Day, where na same way country them can use for raise awareness, but bad thing them where people can do where they unblock the environment and say how for them for they protect the environment. Well, today June 5 now World Environment Day, but how government institution them na Salone they work where they work environment business plan for use this day for tap the plenty bad thing them where people they do to the environment. Amara Salami Kano, na the executive director for Climate Change Forum Network Salone. It talk more about this day and the importance of to a reporter Cherno Jallo.
and we don't see a couple of issues we want to bring to the public. Say we are losing it. We are actually out of time for low strengthening we self for adapt to this climate change. So air pollution are a growing concern because we will not get a policy for able to regulate that one.
Now you talk about policy, you talk say some people know they abide.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we try to talk about private sectors, especially the companies, right? We get what we call the environmental impact assessment. If you want to undertake a big venture like forming an industry, you need an EIA license from the EPA. But most then are consultants they can do them. But then get recommendations where they can do, where they can tell EPA saying that this and this and this are the measures they go put in place for able for limit the emission rate. But they're not can go by. And the supervision 3 months where EPA can do, I mean for me I don't think say it actually sustainable. Because they need on spot, you know, for tell them when you go supervise. Because once you don't tell them, I mean, when you go supervise, they then go count some issues where they go do, where they go make like say they go by the rules. When of course they go by the rules. Okay. So in celebrating World Environment Day, which we don't hold a press conference nabo, why nabo? Because we believe say bona a growing population, the industries and nabo they try to come up. So we don't want for men and reach the stage where Freetown presently don't actually reach. So now for that would involve the private sector into all of this. Follow try to tell them why we for actually take action.
Come back to the World Environmental Day. First of all, one what this mean to Salone?
Now a wake up call for we all, because we don't see a couple of environmental challenges now with country as a whole. We don't see the disasters where they happen. We don't see issues like flooding over the past years. But we need to talk about the issues that may will only wait when once it happens. So we use this opportunity not only for make the crying call, but for out recommendations to the government for advise them before issues of disaster occur. We will distract the whole process of reforming the governance structure, right? We need an emergency climate change council for discussion issues on climate change at that national level, which of course we not get at this moment.
Now with all this we don't talk, so all them brilliant idea that we don't give, say this will be the reason for solve the climate issue. We Salone only good to fast here.
Yeah, of course.
We as an organization don't go for CC, then think they are EPA look into the government look into the
it make it always a talk this. I mean climate change issue, not an environmental issue. Now it's sustainable development challenge. Everybody get used to it. So the burden is not only on EPA. EPA just to regulate the sector, but EPA one will solve the problem. That's why we as a CSO we actually plant 2,500 trees in our mangroves. As I speak to you right now in Akambia, environmental issues that happen across the country on site and we won't even discuss about. So we look at Kambia as an area we're so vulnerable to the impact of climate change. But coming back to the issue, climate information it don't be problem over the years. Now for that we also use this opportunity, right, for make the government understand say meteorological agency na the bedrock for ensure the new direction succeed.
Let me take a look back at the celebration that happened. What is special about this celebration?
What is so special is about changing the narrative of the whole thing. It's about bringing environmental issues to the doorstep of the public. It's about making people understand about the negative issues on climate change and attitude and behavior. You understand how them back will able to contribute significantly for reduced vulnerability index.
But the first thing is not organize this kind of big seminar.
Yes, of course, because we are civil society we comprise of 56 CSOs across the nation. But the biggest follow we get, you couldn't believe even the government institutions who are responsible for environmental issues need to embark on issues of research. But we are still changing the trend. So we actually get for do the air quality survey where we plan for do, but this now just a step in the right direction first.
Okay, sensitization I want to be key for promote this ideology. How far I don't go for sensitize people? How far I don't go for sensitize and this and the thing they not for do?
To your surprise, we are the only institution now the whole country as I speak to you. If you go na Kenema, you go Makini, you go Kono, we jingles there all over. For able for me the layman understand into in local language may understand about the dangers of environmental issues and why if a change in attitude towards the environment.
All this we don't talk so. One would say this all cost scope of for do the sensitization for involve different stakeholders.
No, I mean the issue of the whole thing. We want the government take the lead. You know they have so many funds into issues on climate change, but then get the young criteria where they look at that international stage. So when once we're able for filling to them criteria and they will get a way forward of how we will get them from here.
Okay, so after the auction What's in it?
We actually get for going at the World Climate Change Conference. We get for happen inside Chile this year. So we want before we go that now we get the Climate Change Council with an immediate effect, and now we also get an advisor to the president on climate change.
So after all this, what's going to achieve at the end of the day?
We want for envisage a society wherein we will be resilience for issues. So we reduce impact, we reduce footprint to the issues on climate change, and for make we solicit more funds for ensure we able carry on activities.
Well, that's now Amara Salame Kanu, when the executive director for Climate Change Forum Network Salone. May they talk another interview with Cherno Jalo for sake of the World Environment Day, with Salone they join other countries them for observe today.
We will continue with the program, and we still get Augustine Gegwa-Putan from the Financial Intelligence Unit. Today this morning, they talk about their work and some the thing them where they don't do for monitor and self-help for combat crime them like money laundering, terrorist financing, bribery, corruption, and other one them. Mr. Putando, look at the area of corruption. This now one where we see a day part of the president in top priority list them. He declare war against corruption, and on a unit safe they work in the area of corruption. Waiting and waiting una don't do for help the fight against corruption as Salone.
All right, we get a body we is responsible for fight corruption. That is Anti-Corruption Commission. Corruption are just one of the predicate offenses of money laundering. So, like they tell you, we work most of the time. We will get intelligence, we will get information, we will receive, we will analyze. If we see for say you get an issue with corruption, we send to anti-corruption. Equally so, like I tell you, say we get MOU, interagency memorandum of understanding with both of the agencies and the like anti-corruption. So we then say in their work when they see for something they related to money laundering, they get sent to we. So not to we per se, they as a body corporate, they get anti-corruption commission way then around they for okay. When we do work or see anything related to corruption, we do our analysis, we send to them, then take them action. Yeah. I want for basically for maybe go and tell you currently what's in the FIU they on right now. Okay, where it's very key for Sierra Leone.
We get for do corruption.
No, not corruption. Where it get for do Sierra Leone with mutual evaluation. Where it's very key. Where I need for make lead.
We will talk about that day.
Okay.
First,
okay.
We will look at some of the area them. One of the help for identify the crime there and send them to the law enforcement agency them.
Like I tell you, we get all the financial institutions the same report to we. So anyone way like when we get them we get a database. You already deal with we. Okay. So if let's say the police send something to we, send an information to we about a particular suspect, we don't do analysis. We notice say he also get an element of corruption. What we do is we do analysis. We send them that information to the Anti-Corruption Commission with supporting information, with recommendation. We say based on the database we don't get now with system and the post in financial records. We notice say, especially if the post like that, because we look at like let's say a government official, we see say waiting the transaction what they do, not commensurate to waiting in monthly earnings. So the time to anti-corruption for them take the necessary action.
You say una get database.
Yes.
Waiting at the statistics of cases where una don't refer to the Anti-Corruption Commission.
No, we get from I'm not in the legal department, okay? Like I tell me in a compliance and prevention division. We don't say I know we about you exactly say now X amount of cases we don't send to Anti-Corruption Commission. But I just want for inform you say and even the listeners say day in day out we always send we and Anti-Corruption share information. Okay.
So now the compliance and prevention division also you come out justifying the importance of the unit in existence, the FIU as a whole, since una establishment, waiting at the success stories them we una don't get.
From where they establish, when we move away from the Bank of Saudi with Shalom been there, like I tell you, same the issue of money laundering not to Salone no more. We get a regional body with the GIABA. We get the global body with the FATA, Financial Action Task Force. Okay, so initially we'll be there at a stage wherein maybe that explained into that local in that simplest form, where we mandated from that 2007 mutual evaluation. They mandated to say based on a lot of issues that Salome get in the areas in the area of money laundering and trust financing. Say every year for report 210, okay. But as we move away and we begin work, and based on the steps they would only take, okay, Salone being get for in 2005. They began to promote Salone from reporting twice in a year. We begin for report 110 per year. Where then a success story for Salone, because when you report 210, meaning you get a lot of issues where the regional body want for let it address. So they want for see constant report and see how they address some of the issue, because when then do the assessment, then tell now all what's on our deficiencies in for this on our deficiencies in. So constantly every 6 months they want to see who steps they want to take for make sure if want to address then deficiencies them. So from that time of 2012 up to 2015 up to 16, we notice say we be able for address a lot of their deficiencies then. Okay. So the regional body Jaba then promoting and say no, they don't try so much that we'll move them from reporting twice a year to reporting annually. Okay. So the final for say we begin reports annually. Now like current dynamic I say like currently you find out for dynamic even if the regional body they so happy for GUI support. They can provide technical and financial support.
All right.
Recently we then supporting in providing funds for local conduct workshop for various stakeholders. We target the banking sector, we target the mining sector, we get 4 different workshops then, okay, for different sectors then.
Well, they can't talk about then workshop then but relax small. Let me take music inside the program.
These are the words of my master. Serving God through all the years experience, all I've seen is rise and fall. So if you try and fail, just try again. Don't wait. Whoa, just do it again. And when you rise and fall, get up and do it again. It's time to take your step, man. Just do it again. If you do it again, you are the conqueror.
Alright, that's na song title Conqueror where Amarakaba do for we na the program Good Morning Salone this morning. We dey continue the program, but quickly we dey take this short commercial break.
GhanaSongs.org. They causing confusion.
But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look in block them where them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen, me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3x Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want you concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na online shop and building material store na the one whole country.
The program is still listening to now Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Augustine Giba Putan, we na Intelligence Officer, Compliance and Prevention Division, na the Financial Intelligence Unit. They are this morning they give you updates, but then working before we take that break, the UB 140 with through the second phase of a specialty one they do for ensure they wanna continue for embark on a responsibility them. What's difference this second phase they bring come into the system?
Thank you very much, Mabel. The Salon currently undergo the second phase, second round of mutual evaluation. What I'll be starting initially, I'll be saying in 2007 we get the first phase where we get a lot of deficiencies, and then deficiencies will be get in 2007. The country takes steps for address where we make the FID autonomous. So in that first phase, they will only look at the technical aspect. That is whether we get the laws in place on various areas. Okay, but this second phase of mutual evaluation now includes both technical compliance and effectiveness. That is the one for see whether we get the laws. One. The second part, whether we apply them laws and how the laws will get a proportionate and dissuasive to the actions, with the crimes the people they commit. Okay, let's say person don't commit a crime of money laundering, or person don't involve in corruption when option a predicate offense. Okay, then you go charge person don't steal, let's say 100 million. Okay, then you go charge and 10 million. We look at it for say proportion, dissuasive. Okay, so then this second round of mutual evaluation, then I two legs again. The first leg, what I laws are there because from 2007 to now we don't enact a lot of laws. We address a lot of the deficiencies we've been getting in 2007. So then they can look at. If I want to do is that they don't send all the questionnaire to we don't fill and send them to them, but we back up with them. We supporting documents for sure. See every law we quote, we make sure see we scan that law that acting, we send them to them. So they don't send them back to we. They only go initial written and they seek some clarifications and comments. Okay, like I tell you, say FI not to win the fight. So if we been get that questionnaire day. In fact, what Java original body do is that before they send a question, they come here in December. They organize a workshop for this mutual evaluation for see the importance of the thing. Java come in December for organize a workshop. They call the various stakeholders they in charge of fight money laundering. We all get our workshop day for let them know say it's our FI, it's our Australium. So after we then go and send the questionnaire, we get for involve various stakeholders. We call the immigrations. For that, we already get a technical committee where they review the questionnaire for provide information, for provide the answers to the question raised in the questionnaire.
The questionnaire now waiting and want for no.
Basically, they ask for
progress.
Basically, they ask for in each of the areas, each sector. Let's say if they're going to the mining sector, like I tell, we try to form a technical committee. We get somebody from National Minerals Agency. We get somebody from anti-corruption. We get somebody from NRA. We get somebody from the police. We get somebody from TIKU. We get people from different areas. Then so because not our FIU no more, nobody work FIU no more. They want to look at different sectors. Whether let's say if they look at the area of mining, they want to see whether because now the mining sector, a lot of people can use that part also for perpetrate crime. Okay, so we want to see what are the laws and day for how we investor come for do mining. What are the step-by-step process?
So, which impact you think say this workshop we did talk about?
The mutual evaluation.
The evaluation done in different sector. Yeah.
Yes, where if we complete the mutual evaluation, assessors they come to the country in July. They come by July. Okay, for come. We don't say the technical compliance. For now, they can't look at effectiveness. What are the laws they do now? If we get a favorable rating in the mutual evaluation, what that can do is that a way for attract investors then, because a lot of investors when they come in the country, these are reports we go online. Java we do all the assessment, they send online. But who investors and when they come in the country, they go online and check what are the country in standard with regards to money laundering and money laundering, especially money laundering and other areas a day. Okay, like because the mutual evaluation is a cater for various stakeholders like in the banking sector, the National Minerals Agency, talk about the National Revenue Authority, immigration. So the various aspects you look at them. So in the investor will look at the report and see for say and look at what are we compliance rate towards, let's say corruption, what are we compliance rate towards the banking sector, what are we compliance towards the mining sector. So if you look at them for say the laws are there to prevent the investors it go gladly for can invest in our country.
So let's just say for now, if investor then come na Salone for can invest and they monitor the different areas them in terms of compliance, you think say Salone really they do well in terms of compliance?
We get laws them. We have the laws.
We get the laws them. The laws enact them now.
No, the laws the day in the implementation. They just like some people in cut corners. Okay, we laws the day where it's very robust as a country. We get very good laws. Now just some people in try for cut corners, but the laws are there. Okay, so if people them not have a cut corners because of their own selfish desires, we get if they want for very patriotic to the country, okay, the laws and day where we think say we go for attract a lot of investors, okay, but now because of them the way the people they do where they send bad image to other countries that XYZ they happen in the country, but we laws them very robust, okay. So if we do things by the law, we are okay as a country. Though we get one or two areas and the way we not get laws, but so a lot of areas with laws are there.
All right, continue for the between the program. Augustine Digba-Putan from the Financial Intelligence Unit. We will continue with the program. Good Morning Salone. Send your message to the number 077-981-981, or if you watch we live now Facebook page, drop your comment, ask your question on the issues them where we discuss now the program this morning.
We look at other issues of the program now. Also, Article 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 26 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights provide for all man the right to life, dignity, equality, security, fair trial, and independent judiciary. This make them bring come the Luanda guideline for African countries them West Salone the part of. We make the Independent Police Complaints Board be done the get into different stakeholders them for no more but this guideline. Reginald Freeman na the chairman for the Independent Police Complaints Board. He say as way for maintain law and order between police and the public. He say they don't work with different body them, and he say now with the police for say then work go be free and fair. Outside the Luanda guideline, they talk about the condition how police for arrest people them, the way they can hold them in a custody and serve pre-trial detention in Africa. Princess Pierce look inside this and gonna reports.
The Luanda guideline, now one document where the African Charter on Human and People's Rights been developed for guide police na African country them, how them for do the operation, where it can how them for arrest people them, and how for treat the one them where they can put na custody, where they no go violate the human rights. But from when they develop these documents, plenty people don't know about waiting there na this document. Now that's make the Independent Police Complaints Board don't bring together different stakeholders them we come out a different community for make them come learn waiting in this document for make them go back to the community and tell the people them waiting at this law. Emmeline George, now the board secretary na the Police Complaints Board, he talk about how this training important.
3 years ago, we get a meeting here also, we get strategic planning meeting. We from that meeting, several stakeholders that they are, when they select IPCB for being the lead for the implementation of the Luanda guideline. And a 5-year strategic plan, and this is the 3rd year we will go into this implementation process. So after that first meeting day, a group was set up for the training. And then that very year, we will get another meeting on the Luanda guideline. We will go all over the country and sensitize people about the Luanda guideline.
Insa Iyunso, the chairman for the Police Complaints Board, Richard Freeman, he say for make the police maintain law and order in the country, community stakeholders them for work hand in hand with the police. For make them tap the plenty discussion be between the police and the public.
The police then they carry out a very, very difficult task for the maintenance of law and order. At times now we, the civilians, now they provoke the police for let them take strong action against the things where we did not plan and try to implement. And today in Africa, most of the countries they are operating within a multi-party system. How the police all over Africa go about carrying out their activities within a democratic dispensation. And we do hope, say, it will get a multiplier effect Explain to the others then in your organizations or institutions we not deny, so that let them know that na ABCD the Rwanda guidelines call for.
Where this reason make the chairman be advise the police officer them for be professional with the work.
If they get excesses, the officer will address you now, they will explain and tell you now how they will go about for putting the person in detention. Because the moment you don't hold person, you don't hold to human rights. When police then have to pronounce you are under arrest. In not complete, so they hand you over to them and they also, if it's not done in the proper way, your human right has been inflicted. We want to let us bear in mind, all what we are doing is towards good governance, human rights, democracy. Once people they know, for say, if police take advantage of them, there's no need for go get a kabudu for go keep halala at the police station. Then get inside and go report, they will make that report there or complaint where it will be properly handled. We will make sure say we stand by with mandate to justice, human rights, fair play to the citizens of this country.
Now there is a make the Independent Police Complaints Board. They recommend to government say if they implement.
Once you're part of Edmond Group, you go to Edmond Group and provide for we. So, but we know the part of Edmond Group. We don't apply for be Edmond, but when they come do assessments, part of the assessment they do is that we location not ideal for be part of Edmond Group. Okay, we saw with day as we institution, not to that kind of location is supposed for day. We don't have for the 3 state, for busy area around there. Okay, so one of the issues is that we location will not get the infrastructure, will not even get the security. They're not sure of the security of we office. Okay, so we get we office location like a serious challenge for who we get, and other challenges in there. But with the new administration headed by Mr. Mohammed Kenewi Kone and Mrs. Amai Bihadin, they try as best as possible for see how good for some other challenges in there, and now we get the enabling environment for do the work we're supposed to do.
So okay? It's clear say we not reach the international standards by performing in our functions then.
No, we like I said, we're part of JABA and the regional body. We report to JABA every year. Okay, we want to be part of the global Edmonds group. The relevance of the group of that Edmond group is that we need information from other countries. Let's say we need information from outside West Africa. We're a JABA regional body. We're a JABA inside West Africa. If you need information outside of West Africa, if you're part of Edmond, it goes very easy. You just send to Edmond will send that information to you. But now as it is, if we need information from any country outside West Africa, we find it very difficult. Okay, so not that we not within our regional body. We regional body they send the regional reports to the global body. Okay, so now by sector we do.
Continue for the between the program. We look at another issue. As way for push book learning go before na the country make the proprietor na the Halborn International School, Dr. Claudius Williams Tucker say the school now open new school building at the Tembeton community as way for make school picking them get more access and quality education. Elizabeth Blah been there part of the ceremony and he go now report.
It's whatsoever you do it well.
That's now voice of the school picking them. Now Halborn International School, where they sing the school song and serve gladly for go na the new school building. Dr. Claudius Williams Tucker, na the proprietor of the school, starts for talk about how the school been started 7 to 6 years back.
Halborn International School started some 6-7 years ago. Actually, the former owners of the school, they transfer them to another country, so they move out to another country. So they call the meeting, say, well, they're not going to continue the school again, so they get to close the school down. And that was around second term in the school year. So in that meeting, I said, no, I don't think the school will close down because, it could be difficult for parents and for go secure a new school. I will take over the school and run them. So at that point, they agreed and they transferred the school over to me. And then I changed the name from the former name where we get to the Halborn International School.
Dr. Claudius Williams Tucker continue for talk say next year the school they get secondary. As this go help the beginner forget basic education na the Tembetong community.
Well, yeah, this is just the beginning. Currently, we get the nursery section, we get the primary section. The dream is hopefully by the grace of God next year, we will move into the secondary section so that the school will continue from nursery, primary, and secondary. You see, when they don't go through the conducted tour, the school building is very convenient. The infrastructure inside is very convenient. And of course, the teachers are fantastic. The standard of the school is very high. And so I will encourage everybody for me them bring them children come to Holborn International School because I will safely say it's one of the best schools in Freetown.
Mr. Paul Opera, na the PTA chairman, say he glad where the school don't get new building as that go help the school for get in standard back where it be done lost over the year. As he say the school gets high education standard where go help the school beginning for read and understand well.
I'm happy for this day. I'm happy that this school now has a new building befitting of the standard that the school is known for. I remember some years past when we were over there. There was a time that the going concern of the school became a problem and we were wondering where we were taking our children to.
Where he be the talk on behalf of the parents them. Mariam Asise say he glad where the school don't get new building. As he said the building gets boku facility them, we go help the beginner for pay attention at class.
Match up now to the quality of the education because they are using international standard when you talk about academic wise. So I feel good. Facilities are many and of course in terms of teaching qualities, they give them the best education so far. You can't compare their syllabus with other schools out there because they are doing great and they also take care of the children. They have also brought some toy for the children to play. The school is look good and nice anyway. They give them a good and quality privilege and opportunities.
Dr. Claudius Williams Tucker end up call on parents for send them picking them come na the Holborn International School for get high standard and quality education. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Elizabeth Blady report.
The program Good Morning Salone they continue. Let me just listen to today's segment now of Walkabout.
Jikanya ba ipo, jikanya ba people wati kampeni visit man. Ata to prayo, right letter to me, call me attention. Nate oya, ate, na make a like me honorable man. Ate, me own can honorable. But you know they tell me na code. But you know they go grand code for me for giving young to na code. Code you know the rules are what you take me play because I do a one give Ate, me honorable na you people you money na you voice of the people. Ate, but you know me attention to what about the boy these things, but they will not what them poor man. Nate ate, I've been getting at the coach man. Ate the judgment where the judge done, where the water. Ate the man that we pull. Ate the eye that we done did that one day. Ate if we had been the slap portion, the portion thing ate the man over partner that do more. Ate cheers na big man the eye. I go tell you no more. We just observe. Ate Tembetong community they cry for water. Oh, they cry for water. Nothing as usual. Me not gonna walk about.
We will continue with the program Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Quickly, we will look at few text messages where una don't send at the program. This one they say, why the sudden rush in Amendment Act of changing the law from fines to forfeit? Once someone failed to describe the specific mandated amount, suppose one has $1 million in a suitcase and they are flying out of the country, suppose they check the box in their customs form that says they are flying with more than $10,000 with them. They showed the form to the custom agent. What happened next? Does the custom agent allow to see the declared said amount in physical picture? To declare is one, but the authority of the document is another. To declare is one, but the authenticity of the document is another. What have you done to make sure that checks and balance are accurate? It come up from NZ Amara on our Facebook page.
This other one they say, Augustine, are you aware that serious money laundering is going on at PZ among those dollar guys? What is the FIU doing to address this situation? Mark 10 and New England, and there's a question there.
Indeed, financial intelligence units need reform to stop money laundering in Mama Salone. It is come up from Kalamo na Percival Street.
This other message say, Mr. Putan, has the FIU got any plan to review the Money Laundering Act?
This one is a financial intelligence unit. What are your biggest achievements or work done to stop money laundering?
This other one they ask Mr. Putan, how can I contact the office in case of any emergency concerning fraud and money laundering?
More messages we don't come na the program. This one they say, please Radio D, I want to know if the police are protecting life and property. More messages we don't come na the program, but because of time we will just take one more, then we will come to Mr. Putan for respond. This one they say, Mr. Putan, I hope say with all lengthy I don't talk, when I go able for fight and combat money laundering na Salone. Well, from the messages then they will come to studio guest now quickly for they go respond. Mr. Putan.
All right, okay. Thank you very much, listeners. That shows the people they take part. The first text message person raised about currency declaration, and one to one for make very clear is somebody say why we change we what you call to forfeiting and as the case may be. Now, where you declare, everywhere you declare a huge sum of money, you get for tell the people now the customs and immigration, the company authority DD, you will tell them the officers, they will tell them what are the source of that money they. Okay, so it's not about just declaring. The person they say you will declare. When you then check your case, if you talk say now you get 10,000, you get more than less than 15,000. Then check say now you get like 20,000. If I have was the undeclared amount, they will take action on that day. When they take action, the current bill will pass on Friday is that the undeclared amount upon conviction is being forfeited to the states, not to FIU. Now the states get the money because we're not government agency. So whatever money will be raised, it will go direct to the state, it will go direct to the concentrated fund.
So if somebody not declare the money but able for justify say this not clean money?
No, you for declare first. That's the first thing. If you not declare, then they go search you back. Then go search now. They don't say you get X amount of money in your bank. Then a crime force you don't commit. So if you go to the court of law, if you are convicted, the current bill section 68 make them very clear now say if upon conviction you go forfeit that amount there. So everywhere you declare, you also get for justify what's the source, and you go for provide documentation for proof. Say this money and a clean money. If you say you do business, they want for see the turn of what kind of business they do. We forget that kind of money they. Yeah, so not to for say for the you go declare less amount, we get less than more than what you get. Work the FIU and the Bank of Salone, they work together for see how they go for bring the operations of Dollar Boys under AMS safety compliance. Yeah, so we work there in progress on that. I'm not go into detail for tell you what we do now, but work there in progress for bring the operations under compliance. Yeah, they somewhat about reviewing of the act. Yeah, naturally, as they go with the final process of laws will become also will become old. So what we go for do is that, like, let's say after the mutual evaluation, we'll final process act naturally it get for take place as the case may be. Somebody asked for we contact. If you want for contact, we then number 3 Wellington Street. Doors then open at any time working hours from Monday to Friday. You go for contact we dey work on also on the toll free line. The deputy director, then objective is I foresee, like I tell you, not to the fight against money. It's not only about FI, it's about coordination, collaboration. We go for coordinate with other stakeholders. Them we go for collaborate them, and we go for engage them. So once we don't collaborate, we don't coordinate, then we don't do engagement. The other thing is the way we left now for